This is Chulai. We're in Tien Phuc. Chulai is where we were yesterday.
From south side and there for 25 kilometers on south side.
25 kilometers down. So then we came up here and now we're heading back up to Da Nang.
And probably our helipad was back up here.
Yeah, helicopter right in there.
Yeah. The hill where I flew right through the naval gunfire is probably that hill over there.
488.
One of those hills back right over in here.
488 in there.
Yeah.
488 in there.
But the night that I flew from Da Nang in the clouds and raining, and I did a audio letdown by them on the ground hearing my helicopter, and between that and then the cruise chief gunner talking me down while I fly on instruments down to about 50 foot, I was at a hover before I actually could see anything myself. So it was a total blind landing, but with no navigation instruments, no electronic navigation coming down at all. And we picked up a major, an E6 or E7, I think it was an E7, who was injured, and a few other passengers who were injured, and flew them back to Da Nang to the hospital. And that had to have been in this area right in front of me right here, because I knew I had to stay out of those hills and mountains right there. And then back over straight in front of us is hill that is Tien Phuc. Landed there many times, and Tien Phuc is, I've got lots of pictures from up there on top of that mountain in Tien Phuc, because I went there usually every week, if not a couple times a week. I would carry the people up there. I'd stop and get their mail, bring them cigarettes and anything else they wanted that I could pick up at the PX and deliver to them, because I came by here so often. Tam Key was on its way to Quang Ngai, so it's easy for me to stop by Tien Phuc and deliver whatever they needed.
And Tien Phuc's on top of the mountain or on the other side?
On top of it.
Okay, gotcha. So that's helpful, because getting a car up there, super hard.
Oh,
is that it? Like driving a truck up there to get it would have been difficult?
Be a four-wheel drive truck to
okay,
get
so
up there.
Right now you for...
One day I got a request coming from Quang Ngai to stop at Tien Phuc and pick up passengers to take to Da Nang. I came up from Tien Phuc and they told me where to land out here on top. There's a little bit of a hill out here. Small hill. It had been cleared off of vegetation. It was just a red dirt hill at the time. And I saw it, and I started making my approach into it, landed, and then all of a sudden the world was exploding right beyond the place, just a few hundred meters to the west back here. The artillery, it was just booming like crazy, and I said, where's that artillery coming from? Because I just came in and landed, and you didn't tell me about it. He said, no, it came from the naval gunfire off the coast. And I said, and he said, by the way, you just flew right through it.
Oh my God. Right, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you telling me that now.
Wow.
Also, Tam Key is where they had a helipad. I had a whole load of passengers. I took off, went to Quang Ngai, spent the day, came back in right at sundown. Pretty good wind, so I was landing straight into the sun. I couldn't see. And some idiot had put telephone wire straight over the helipad. The comm wire was straight across the helipad from one tree to the next. And when I saw it, I was about 20 yards away from hitting it, so I couldn't stop the helicopter at that point in time. We were going in. So I just took it down for them.
Wow.
I'm sure it was exciting on their end, because man, that thing got those blades going almost Mach 1, hitting that wire, probably gave it a pretty good jerk before it broke.
Slung it around. And...
yeah. But
wow.
It did not damage. If it had went around those pull tubes,
yeah,
it would have crashed the helicopter.
Wow.
But thank goodness it was stretch tight enough, so once it got cut, it didn't bend the tubes. Otherwise,
yeah,
it'd have been a crash. And I would have never even known at the time why it happened.
Like it would wrapped around it. That would have been bad.
Bend those tubes and change the pitch in the rotor blade, which I'd have no control over.
Right. I got you.
Yep.
So since it was taut, it probably sprung away. Helicopter lands fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
What kind of idiot does it take putting a commo wire right straight across the heliport?
Right.
I couldn't explain it.
Unless it was intentional.
And I didn't write up a report or anything, because I figured that's too stupid. You're not going to fix it.
No.
Okay, that's
It's fun.
story for the morning.
Story for the morning.